Okay, the first CSWA exam part is this one here. The best way to attack this problem is from the top view. Here's the sketch for that view. Notice the reference geometry up here that corresponds to the reference geometry on the print right here. That has an associative radius of 35 millimeters that goes from that center point. So you need to stretch this reference line up vertically and then horizontally and then dimension that radius from that point. The other reference geometry, do you notice as I extended this line out, and that's a tangent point. This reference right here is parallel, so these two are parallel. I have a 90-degree variation in that corner. Here's an 8 millimeter radius and a 250 millimeter locations for the two-dimensional A. Now, one thing that is new on this drawing is they are using global variables to define these dimensions. So this is A, this is A. The B is radius, and then that C is the diameter of this hole. This is a section view here. Now you should notice that you have to really zoom in to see those section lines. The material is a 1060 alloy, and then to verify if you did this drawing correct, you have to pick one of these overall mass of the part. So from here, this is the first sketch, pretty straightforward. Then this pocket. Now the sketch of that pocket basically is the 5 millimeter offset of all this geometry. All right, so if you look at the print, here's 5 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 5 millimeters to define that geometry of that pocket. Now there's your four radiuses at 5 millimeters. Real quickly, to do that, all right, to do that, you just use the offset entities command here. Put in the 5 millimeters, and you would select this. So it's select chain. So notice how I'm selecting that geometry, and it's automatically putting that dimension in there from that point, and that'll appear as a sketch material. Okay, that's the pocket. Now the last one is the two holes. So if you look at this dimension, look at this sketch. So I've got a radius of 10 here, and I'm doing it from the midplane. So I'm extrude cutting from that midplane. There's my location dimension of 64 millimeters, and it's up 20. And the diameter of this one is 30, and the radius is 10 or 20 millimeters as far as the diameter. Again, if you look at the feature of that one, so if I edit the feature, okay, I'm extrude cutting from that midplane.